anyone that will listen. All these people that say things like, oh, we've gone down to 9, you should have battered us. Try playing against 9 men. Try playing against 9 men when they put every single person behind the ball. Liverpool had 3 centre-halves. You had 4 midfielders sitting in front. 3 midfielders sitting in front of 3 centre-halves and two fullbacks. It is very difficult to break down a calibre of Liverpool when that happens.
It certainly is. I want to go to some of these super chats here. Really good points made by both. The comments seem split. Some are backing Sav, some are backing Sam, and that's what we like to see. This here says, Spurs need to win this badly. Can't lose to Crystal Palace, is what Chris, the American Magpie, says. BIG says, Terry, please run back when Spurs fall off. They're going to come 6th, is what he's alluding to. Kate here, who's on the show with us tonight after the game, says, so Sam is getting cooked. He'll want a replay soon. On this.
I'll never ask for a replay. Don't worry.
Getting upset being called imposters. Who's the child is what Pure 10 says.
He's upset at the terminology. He says Spurs won't win the league. I call them imposter. He's upset. Okay, I just said
Hassan, you're doing that thing again. Hassan, you're doing that thing again.
So I just delivered it like an asshole, and he said it regularly, and he's mad. Okay,
Hassan,
I'm an asshole. No problem.
These words are funny.
I'm an asshole. It's okay.
Upset, mad. These are the words that you come out with, Hassan, because your football knowledge is some of the worst I've ever seen on YouTube.
I have my pen and paper for the lesson.
I watched your show with Staffy and Egal on, was it Monday night?
Anything you want to educate me on, I'm going to write it down.
And it was it was so funny that even after Spurs had won, how much you had to try and discredit the win. It was brilliant to watch. Everyone's saying I'm rattled. Is it not that Liverpool are annoyed that Spurs are doing better than them? Is that not what you're annoyed about right now?
I'm not.
Is that not what you're annoyed about?
I'm not annoyed at Spurs. I'm just talking about Spurs in my opinion, because I'm just here to give my opinion.
You said Fulham.
And when I unpack their season so far, I don't think they've been as impressive as people make out. If I read you an article from the Telegraph, it's embarrassing what they're doing to Tottenham Hotspur. It's embarrassing what they're talking about.
As I said, Sam, I watched your show Monday night. I watched your analysis of the Spurs-Fulham game. It was hilarious.
Yes.
Just how wrong you were.
So Fulham didn't have chances? Fulham couldn't have scored. Fulham couldn't have scored? Factually speaking, okay, let's deal with facts. You don't want opinions. Let's deal with facts. Was it factually not 2 Bassi mistakes that you scored from? Factually. What do you mean? Why are you laughing? It's the truth.
Because I tell you what's hilarious.
Did Bassi not make 2 errors leading to a goal, factually speaking?
The excuses. No one can just say.
Fulham got into dangerous
do you know what? Spurs have done well.
Game.
Spurs have done well. You can't say it, can you?
They haven't impressed me by beating Fulham, who couldn't do anything in front of goal and gifted you 2 goals. They had a left back playing right centre back, who literally cost them the game.
Look, this is what I love. So have we not impressed you in any game this season?
I think you've done well.
This grown child is.
I'm just thinking. This is brilliant. I think you've done well in the North London derby, because I expected you to get better that day. So you done well there.
So we got record points done well for a new manager by playing well in one game.
I'm literally about to name them. You done well against. I think you done well against Man United as well, but even Man United were crap on that day. I think you've been.
You see what I mean?
You've been lucky with the start of the season that you've had. You've been lucky with the start of the season. I'm just trying to find this Telegraph article that will just literally explain.
I don't care about the Telegraph. You as a football fan can't just say. Let's be fair. The Fulham game the other night, right? I saw what you said. Right, the Fulham game is funny. You said Fulham had chances. Yeah, nowhere near as many as Tottenham Hotspur. We should have been 4-0 up by 15 minutes. So what about if we had taken our chances? Yeah, Calvin Bassey made 2 mistakes. You know why Calvin Bassey made mistakes? Because this is where, again, you don't understand it. Because we press. Because
he passed it to 2 Spurs players. That's literally what happened.
Sam, watch again.
I did. I watched the whole game.
Watch the press. Watch the press Spurs.
Yeah, I know. I'm an expert on pressing. I'm a Liverpool fan. I know what pressing is.
We made them make mistakes because we press. We don't give them time on the ball. It's what we did to Arsenal, right? pressing. So all of this, Fulham could have scored. So what? We could have scored 10.
Yeah, and that's my analysis of the game. I'm analyzing that game that way.
That's how pathetic it
is. My analysis was Fulham made 2 mistakes. Bassi made 2 individual mistakes that led to goals.
Story of the game,
you capitalized and you scored because you got Son up front. Fulham don't have Son, they don't have Mitrovic, they don't have clinical players. They got into dangerous positions multiple times, which they did, specifically second half, but they just couldn't take advantage because they kept making wrong decision after wrong decision after wrong decision.
What about us?
Their starters and their bench players kept making wrong decisions. Now, what I was talking about earlier on, this is what I was talking about earlier on. This is the Telegraph headline.
No, answer. What about us?
One second. This is all related.
No. I'm asking you a question.
This is the Telegraph headline. Listen to this, Terry. Listen to this.
I don't. Listen,
never before in the Premier League. 1 second. Never before in the Premier League has a manager had such a rapidly transformative.
This is not what we're talking about.
On a club, on a fan base. Thank you. And then the title is Tottenham are no longer Spursy under Postecoglou.
Right.
This Spurs glazing by the media is actually
no. Can you bring up that comment again?
It's even worse than the delusional Spurs fans that Savah himself calls out.
I love people like Sam.
Just last season, 1 second, let me land. Just last season, Eddie Howe, before a penny was spent on that team, took Newcastle from relegation to top 4 in the same exact season. I'm not even going to talk about Ranieri winning the league in his first season. I'm not even going to talk about Conte for Chelsea winning the league.
Sorry, hang on. We were talking about
I'm not going to say any of that stuff. This Spurs glazing by the media is absolutely disgusting. This month,
mate. What are we doing? We're having one subject or two.
This month, 1 second, let me speak. This month, Mo Salah
we were in a conversation.
Scored 15 goals, and somehow Son would win Player of the Month.
Sam,
I get that. The 4 bottom teams.
Sam,
that's Spurs.
Sam, we can move on to that. Can you answer Sav's question about what about the additional chances that Spurs had against Fulham? Why are you not mentioning them in terms of
chances against Fulham? Congratulations. Do you want the fucking cookie? Like what? Okay, congrats.
Okay, so Terry,
Chelsea beat them.
You know when I said, right, Terry, you know when I said this is why it's childish, right? This is what I mean. If Spurs win, it's because someone else made a mistake. If Spurs create a lot of chances, it's because who we're playing is crap. Spurs created a lot of chances against Arsenal. Are Arsenal crap?
Did I not just give you credit for the Arsenal game?
Huh?
Did I not just give you credit for the Arsenal game? I literally just gave you credit.
Husam, what makes me laugh is we score and we create chances. It's because the other team are crap, right?
Never said that.
If we don't, we're not very good, right?
Factually speaking, was it not 2 Bassi mistakes? It was.
Because we pressed Bassi. That's our tactic.
And Bassi gave you the ball, literally.
Oh my! So if we were going to go
he's left back playing right.
Let me talk. No, you've talked for. Let me talk.
Guys,
this is ridiculous, Terry.
Sav, you've made. Listen, this is what's happening here. You've made your point. No, but this is the thing. You've made your point. The viewers get it. I get it. Sam's answering it in his way. If we keep on like this, it's just going to keep going around in this circle. It becomes circular.
Sure, but this makes my point, Terry. Terry, no, this makes my point. As I said to you, right? This is what I said. Sam is a 2023 football fan. Rather than being a grown-up and saying, do you know what? Spurs have been good. Spurs have done well. Every single thing he's saying is a caveat. Let's be fair. We beat Fulham without getting out of first gear, right? Spurs fans are sitting there going, we didn't even play well and we beat Fulham comfortably. We did. We beat Fulham comfortably and we didn't even play well. I think most Spurs fans will admit that, right? But then there's always an excuse as to why. When Spurs win, there's always an excuse. There's always an excuse.
Not always. Not always. You've played well.
Sam, every game I'm mentioning, you're coming up with something. So far, we've played 9 games. No one.
You played well, Arsenal. You played well, Man United. Who's the other team? Bournemouth, you played really well. Burnley, you played really well.
Stop. You're doing it again. You're doing it again. You're talking about something that I'm not talking about, right?
You're talking about every time you win, there's something.
No, stay on topic.
I am on topic. I named the 4 games where you played really well.
That's not what I was talking about, Sam. Right?
Yes.
Sid, you don't go 9 games unbeaten, top of the league with 23 points, and be lucky in every single game. There have been lucky moments, right? There have been lucky moments.
Yes.
I've watched Man City be lucky this year. I've watched Liverpool be lucky this year. I've watched Arsenal be lucky. Everyone's lucky.
I wish Man United were lucky.
Mistakes. You scored because of mistakes. You could go back and watch every game and go, yeah, there were mistakes. You could watch every game and go, oh, poor defending. But for some reason, you seem incapable of just saying, you know what? Spurs are so much better than I thought. And you know what you do? You know what you do?
Yeah, they are better than I thought because I had no expectations.
Do you know what you do?
I predicted Spurs finish 9th, so obviously they're going to be better.
Right, okay. But do you know what you do? As I said, it's the RORY Jennings school of opinions, right? I got an opinion dreadfully wrong. So instead of saying, I haven't gotten anything wrong. Hang on, let me talk.
In the second you haven't rebutted the word I've said.
Let me talk.
Half an hour in, 0 rebuttals.
Let me talk.
Yeah, you could talk,
brother. Sav, make this fun because I want to get back to some super chats in a minute on this, but just interest of time.
I can't get a sentence out without him going.
Go on, Sam, let him finish his sentence, please, mate. Please, right? For me. Thank you.
It is the RORY Jennings school of opinions, right? Look at what RORY Jennings is doing right now. He got his Haaland opinion so wrong, but instead of going, you know what, I'm wrong. He has doubled down on it to the point where it's embarrassing. And I saw, Terry, you even did a video on how embarrassing it was either today or yesterday. Right? This is what's happening with Husam. Spurs are going to finish 9th. Because now we're top of the league, could go 5 points clear. Forget whether we're going to win a title or not, because I don't think we will. But instead of just saying, you know what, wow, I got that wrong, he doubles down on it. Oh, you're lucky. Oh, it's mistakes. Oh, you've not impressed me. Oh, you've not played well. And that's why it's not an opinion. It's childish.
Guys, I'm going to go to super chats. Yeah, do you know what? I feel like you have.
Barry, I know you want to go to the super chats, but I have to respond to his point. First of all,
make your response to him again, super chats, whatever you say. That's what we'll do. Can I just clarify one thing as well? Yes, I did make a video about RORY Jennings' opinions. I will say this for context. I love RORY Jennings' opinions. They make me laugh. I think they're amazing. So big up, RORY. Over to you, Husam.
Big up, RORY. Anyway, I haven't doubled down. I predicted Spurs will finish 9th before the season started. That's why I'm saying I had no expectation of Spurs to begin with. Also, I haven't discredited Spurs in every single game. I just said they played well against Burnley, against Man United, against Arsenal, and against Bournemouth. Those 4 games specifically, they've played well. Now, if I'm going to unpack the 9 games and I'm going to address this season contextually for Tottenham Hotspur, they've played the bottom 4 teams. They robbed Liverpool. They done really well away at the Emirates, and they beat Manchester United.
We robbed Liverpool.
And they drew the first game, game of the season against Brentford. Now, when it comes to the start, they've started really well. Now, the outcome, which I've seen before from Spurs, is the outcome, I don't expect them to be there in May because they're 1 injury away from crisis. Now, I don't wish injury on anyone. I wish all Spurs players to be fit till the end of the season. And I wish all injured players a speedy recovery. I'm not that type of guy. So all I'm saying is with Tottenham Hotspur, based on what they've done so far this season, I haven't been that impressed with what's happened because of the context, which we've already contextualized. Beat Sheffield in the last second. Luton Town, they struggled against Luton Town. Fulham could have scored against them. Liverpool was a robbery. They drew against Brentford at home, and they played the bottom 4 teams. So all I'm saying is, let's see. I mean, we're already a Monday, Friday game, and we're already talking about fatigue. So let's see what happens now come December time.
Who have you beaten? But
I've already said, come May time, if Tottenham Hotspur even challenge for the title, I will dye my hair white and I will sing the Spurs song. That's how sure I am with it. So once again, your problem, I actually understand what your problem with me is. Your problem is my delivery, how I say stuff, not what I actually say. Because I say it with a little bit like essentially you saying Spurs won't win the league and Husam calling Spurs an imposter. In essence, it's the same idea that Spurs won't win the league. That's basically the same thing.
That's not what bothers me. Yeah. That's not what bothers me. That's not what bothers me, Sam. I want to know who you've beaten.
Guys, we'll come back to this in a minute because I need to respect the viewers on here. I'm going to respect the viewers in their super chat.